Welcome to my boring opinion.
Okay, back again. In this video, I'm going to talk about a thought I had in Dragon Ball Z. Sorry, excuse me, about Dragon Ball Z. About Cell. About the story, about the background story of Cell. And whether or not it was necessary for future Trunks to actually fight Frieza. Now here's my thought on this. Now, we've always known that future Trunks would have had to have come from a future, a timeline where Frieza still attempted revenge, and came back like half cyborg, like half machine with his father, and got defeated some other way, presumably by Goku. Because Goku obviously must have got stronger during his training. Goku learned a new trick, instant transmission. He knew that Frieza, in Trunks time, he knew that Frieza was on his way, he passed him up. And when Goku first met future Trunks, he revealed that he was just about to make his move when future Trunks kind of beat him to it. And when Trunks asked him how is he going to make his move when he was a couple hours away in space, that's when we find out about Goku's new trick, instant transmission. So that means that Goku evidently got strong enough to defeat Frieza and King Cold while he was off on that other planet. Which means that future Trunks and Cell came from a future where Frieza and King Cold was not killed by Trunks. So that means that that begs the question that so that means that it wasn't actually necessary for Trunks to defeat Frieza and King Cold, because evidently it happened in his timeline too. But they managed to defeat Frieza some other way, because Future Cell has Frieza's and King Cold's cells. I mean, it still manages that, evidently. Otherwise, there'd be no way for a Cell to have King Cold and Frieza's cells. So, that being said, there was no way that Future Cell is the same one. He got his cells from the same Frieza and King Cold that Trunks killed. That's not possible. Yet, that is what we were told, which for years I never noticed it. I never thought about it until that's kind of recently. That's what we were told, that's what we were told as the origin of the story. He said that he got Cell from Frieza and King Cold when they attempted to revenge and they was killed by Trunks. But that couldn't have been the same Cell, or the same Frieza. Cell obviously came from the same timeline as Trunks. And I also have a theory as to why the time machine was set back 1 year before Frieza. You know, with like 4 years. Doesn't that make sense? Now, Piccolo was speculating that at the time she was preset by Trunks. However, let me get this water. However, it would make more sense that either when Trunks like opened the time machine capsule, the time capsule, like it popped it open, it was already on that setting by default, or Trunks wasn't done setting the machine when Cell interfered. Now I'm guessing it was already on that setting by default, because in every one of Cell's flashback, the Trunks was nephew. When that Cell killed Trunks was completely ambushed, and he didn't seem to have ever gotten inside the time machine. Now Piccolo was speculating that Trunks, that might have been what Trunks was doing. He came back in time to warn us back in time. It wasn't preset by Trunks, because why would Trunks go back 4 extra years to a time 1 year before he defeated Frieza? Why would Trunks want to do that? That doesn't make sense. So either the time machine would have had to have been there by when. So when Trunks opened the time machine, the default setting must have been to that setting. Trunks didn't get a chance to program it to his destination when Cell hijacked the machine. At Cell's origin, for future Cell's origin, that right there, now that I think about it, doesn't totally make sense. Now present day Cell, that is where he got his stuff from Future Trunks. I mean, apparently Cell would have gotten the Frieza cells and King Cold either way. However, the future Cell could not have gotten Frieza and King Cold's DNA as cells from the same Frieza and King Cold that Trunks killed. The only logical explanation that makes sense is that in Trunks' timeline, Goku showed up in the nick of time to save the day, defeated Frieza and King Cold, and that's where Future Cell got his DNA. And then that's where Future Cell got King Cold's cells and DNA. Now, not sure why Future Trunks didn't know that already, or didn't figure that out. I don't know. Maybe he just didn't think about it. I don't believe it was necessary for him to step in and defeat Frieza, as he obviously came from a timeline where Frieza was already defeated. I mean, before Cell showed up, we could have all have assumed that the Future Trunks must have came from a timeline where Frieza never showed up to attempt revenge, or something. But then when they showed Cell, I think it at least made it like his story, he got his cells from something else. That just doesn't make sense. And that's it for this video. Bye.
This has been my boring opinion.
Thanks for watching my video, and feel free to check out TubeBuddy. The link is in the description.